I shall now make a statement in my capacity as a representative of Ghana. I begin by first of all thanking the penholder, France, for the efforts made in the adoption of Resolution 2659. In voting for the resolution, however, we have done so in the wider interest of the peace and stability of the Central African Republic, and not because we have been wholly satisfied with the processes or the final text placed for adoption. We believe that the negotiations could have been more consultative and taken into account the views of all members of the Council. When the Council renewed the mandate of MINUSCA last November, it did so with the conviction that the mission would support the Central African Republic authorities to, among others, protect the civilian population and the threat of fiscal violence, fully implement its protection of civilian strategy, safeguard state institutions and implement a strategy for the extension of state authority, and promote and support the rapid extension of state authority over the entire territory of the CAR. Since the implementation of the mandate, the situation in the Central African Republic has not been static. There have been developments requiring legitimate adjustments to the mandate. It is in this context that the A3 proposed for some tax to be moved from ordinary tax to priority tax in order to consolidate the gains made in the peace process. Regrettably, this proposal was not considered, nor were others such as the agreed language from the MONUSCO resolution for OP17, based on the similarity of circumstances. Such an inclusion, meanwhile, would have sent the appropriate message from the Council of its abhorrence of the activities of armed groups. We also consider the views of host countries important and had hoped that those views would have been given due consideration in the negotiations for the resolution, especially as the cooperation of the authorities of CAR are needed to successfully carry out the mandate of MINUSCA. We believe that in future negotiations, the views of all Council members should be taken into account in order to forge consensus and have a unified message from the Council. I thank you.